The output of an operation or supply chain is the quantity of value that is created and delivered. Every system will have an output, and maybe many, whether this is the output of the entire supply chain or a bounded area of your responsibility. Output is an essential metric for supply chain and operations performance, because when value is created and delivered to the customer, a business generates revenue, and therefore the opportunity for profit. Some examples of output. For a postal service, output could be defined as the number of letters and packages correctly delivered. For an oil importing company, it could be the quantity of crude oil delivered to the refineries. For a national dairy company, it could be the number of litres of milk delivered to hundreds of supermarket distribution centres every day. Output and value created should typically be the same thing, but there is a subtle difference. Value is as perceived by the customer and what they will pay for. It's very possible to output something of no value that no one wants and makes no sales. A common trap for big companies is when one part is just making and delivering stuff to stock without visibility nor concern for actual customer demand. That does not generate value, and filling up warehouses will incur significant costs, definitely not creating profit. For a general supply chain, measuring output can be done in various ways. We could measure the number of deliveries made per time period, per day, per month, etc. Or we could measure the number of kilometres driven by our fleet of vehicles, the number of items, boxes or pallets delivered per time period, or combine distance and quantity together and record the number of box kilometres by looking how far we transported each box and adding them up for each time period. Perhaps, in some circumstances, we want to measure the number of different destinations we delivered to or collected from. There's no right answer. It depends on your particular supply chain. If you are a national dairy delivering milk from farms to supermarket distribution centres, then perhaps you record the number of litres of milk delivered as your primary measure of output, but also keep track long-term of the weekly number of lorry trips, as that will be related later to your vehicle utilisation. If you are a postal service, it might be the number of houses you made deliveries to each week, or the number of letters delivered. Or, if you are a solo delivery driver delivering takeaway food in the city, you might record the total distance travelled on paid jobs that you did each week, as that is what you get paid by. Output is the primary metric of any supply chain or operation. Creating and delivering value is the entire purpose against which everything else is balanced or moderated.